Welcome to the NeoBlisseyX vs. Saturday Night Spectacular Preview Special. In this program, we'll see some of the games I intend to play on the Spectacular. The game I will actually play on the debut broadcast will be revealed in the December 9th to 15th, 2024 edition of This Week in Star Trek History here on the channel. So please click on the bell icon to activate notifications so you can find out when it's released. The live broadcast of the Spectacular will air every Saturday night on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/NeoBlisseyX, link in the description, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain, while an edited version of the broadcast will be released here on YouTube within 48 hours of the end of the live stream. I am instituting a rule for some of these games, specifically compilation titles. These titles will be shown under rules that I borrowed from the world of professional wrestling. On the social media platform X, there is a program entitled WWE Speed, where wrestlers compete in matches with a 3-minute, or 5-minute for championship matches as shown here, time limit. For compilation games played here on the Spectacular, in order to give the maximum amount of airtime for each component game I choose to play, I will give each component game a 3, 5, or 10-minute time slot depending on the number of component games in each compilation. Here are 4 of the compilations I will be playing in speed mode. Atari Flashback Classics are a pair of compilations featuring classic arcade and Atari 2600 titles. Volume 1 features such classic games as Centipede, a classic game where players must completely destroy a rampaging centipede before it touches them. Millipede, a game similar in concept to Centipede, but including new dangers, enemies, and a chemical that destroys all enemies in the blast radius. Bowling, one of the earliest video game adaptations of bowling. And Fatal Run, a car racing game where the longer you last, the more points you earn. Volume 2, on the other hand, features such classic games as Asteroids, a classic game where you must completely destroy all of the asteroids on the screen to advance to the next level. Super Breakout, where the player must clear all the bricks on the screen to advance to the next level. Breakout, the predecessor to Super Breakout. Missile Command, where you must launch missiles to protect cities from an assault from the sky. And Video Pinball, one of the earliest video game adaptations of pinball. Pinball Arcade is a time capsule, showing some of the greatest pinball tables ever made, digitized in exquisite detail. Some changes have had to be made due to various issues, such as music or actor image licensing. Tables include Star Trek The Next Generation, where you guide the crew of the Enterprise D on various adventures, featuring the voices of the entire main cast of the TV series, alongside John Delancey as Q and the late Majel Barrett as the voice of the computer. Creature from the Black Lagoon, featuring missions based off of the 1954 film of the same name. Ripley's Believe It or Not, where you travel around the world to see the strange and unusual. And Big Shot, featuring a billiard motif where players are challenged to drop all 14 targets. And finally, for the speed mode compilations, we have the Disney Afternoon Collection, which features 6 video games, all released by Capcom for the original Nintendo Entertainment System between 1989 and 1994, based on 4 of the top shows from the first 3 years of the Disney Afternoon, a television programming block that aired in first-run syndication between 1990 and 1997. DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales 2, and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2. Released by Bandai Namco in 2014 to honor the 60th anniversary of the King of the Monsters, Godzilla is an action game where you can play as Godzilla or some of his most famous allies or enemies. Even the 2014 Hollywood Godzilla makes an appearance. In God of Destruction mode, you can play as an invading kaiju such as Godzilla, tasked with destroying everything in your path. or as a heroic kaiju like Mothra or Super Mechagodzilla defending the city against every monster that crosses your path. You can also play in King of Kaiju mode, where you must defeat 6 randomly selected kaiju as fast as you can, with you being given a score based on how you do. Disney Infinity 2.0 and 3.0 editions are toys-to-life games based on various beloved Disney-owned properties. 2.0 edition places an emphasis on Marvel Comics, with playsets based on such properties as The Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. While 3.0 edition features levels based on all 3 eras of Star Wars, with playsets such as one based on the original Inside Out coming along for the ride. Each game also includes a toy box mode, where you can build and create your own worlds for your characters to play in. One live broadcast would even exclusively focus on building a custom toy box world, for example.
More enemy units are ahead.
Those are just a few of the games you'll see on the NeoBlisseyX vs. Saturday Night Spectacular. Again, the identity of the game I will play on the inaugural broadcast will be revealed in the December 9th through 15th edition of This Week in Star Trek History here on the channel. Again, click on the bell icon to activate notifications so you can find out when that video is released. If you have any further comments, please place them in the comments below or contact me on X at the address now on your screen. Until December 14th and the first edition of the NeoBlisseyX vs. Saturday Night Spectacular, this is NeoBlisseyX signing off. Take care and live long and prosper.